Welcome dear friends. Today we learn about biophysical chemistry, that is unit number 1, spectrophotometry, and today's topic is electromagnetic spectrum. 5 marks short note is asked in the paper on electromagnetic spectrum. Last lecture we learned about the spectrophotometry. Spectrophotometry is a branch of biophysical chemistry which deals with the interaction of the electromagnetic radiations with the matter, and in that we learn that there are different kinds of interaction, that is the transmission of the light, then scattering of the light. Some light get absorbed by the matter, that is also one kind of study. And now we are learning the electromagnetic spectrum. As you all know that electromagnetic, that means having both property, that is what called it as electric property as well as magnetic property. In that we simply call it as light, because you all know that light is having both, that is electric property as well as magnetic property. That is also called as the dual nature of the light, that is they are present in two forms, that is in wave form as well as in particle form. So light which is having both property, that is electric property and magnetic property. So light has a spectrum. What is the spectrum? Spectrum is a kind of or a band. For example, here is a band of light which is having range, that is 10 raised to minus 3 nanometer to 10 raised to 9 nanometer. So it is what we call it as range of light. So in this range of light we have different kinds of light. Mind it, only visible is not a light. Light has wide range, that is started with 10 raised to minus 3 nanometer to 10 raised to 9 nanometer. Even it is smaller than this and broader than that, but we don't have the instruments to measure that kind of light. So we can measure only these light, that is ranging from 10 raised to minus 3 to 10 raised to 9. So that is the spectrum of light or electromagnetic spectrum. In this spectrum mainly X-rays are involved. X-rays ranging from 10 raised to minus 3 nanometer to 10 raised to minus 1 nanometer. Then it is not X-ray, it is gamma rays. Gamma rays. Then it ranges from 10 raised to minus 3 to 10 raised to minus 1. That is what we call it as gamma rays. Then X-rays, you all know that when our bones are get fractured, then we analyze the fracture with the help of X-rays, because these are kind of rays which can pass through the broken bones and cannot pass through the bones which is intact one. So we can easily identify the bone where it gets fractured. Suppose this is a kind of bone and it gets fractured here. So if we pass X-rays, X-ray will not pass through the intact bone, but it will definitely pass through the bone where it has broken. So that will analyze the breakage of that particular bones. Then we have another kind of rays, that is what we call it as UV rays. You ordinarily hear that UV rays are dangerous for human being. Even UV rays are dangerous for all the animals and life on earth. But these UV rays are UV rays do not directly come on the earth due to ozone layer which is present over earth. Then we have the visible spectrum of electromagnetic visible range of electromagnetic radiation. That is, we have various kinds of rays. That means yellow, red, orange, etc., etc. So it ranges near about UV plus visible, that is 10 to 10 raised to 3 nanometer. Then we have another electromagnetic kind of radiation, that is what we call it is infrared rays, that is particularly used in infrared guns. Then we have another kind of electromagnetic radiation, that is what we call it as microwave. You all know that microwave oven, and that works on the principle that is the microwaves. Then we have radio waves. You all know that there are instrument what we call it as radio, and that radio works on the principle that is what we call it as radio waves. It ranges from 10 raised to 7 to 10 raised to 9 nanometer. So as we go through the electromagnetic spectrum, there is increase in nanometer. So increase in nanometer, that means decrease in energy. So when we increase the nanometer, that means when we increase the wavelength of the light or wavelength of electromagnetic spectrum, then energy gets reduced. That means gamma rays has more energy than that of the radio waves. In short, radio waves have the shortest kind of energy than that of the gamma rays. So gamma rays are considered as most potent rays, while the radio waves are considered as harmless kind of waves. So these are what we call it as electromagnetic spectrum. It is asked in examination for 5 marks as a short one. Thank you.